welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 4 with me, Jerupitus. And today we're going to be playing through the extra scenario, Separate Ways. This was the scenario that got released on the PlayStation 2 port of Resident Evil 4, and this one, in my opinion, is very good. I'm very excited to play it. I do want to warn you before we get started that it seems like the cutscenes in this one did not get up-res the same way that a lot of the other ones in this HD release did, so they're going to look pretty bad. But we'll talk a lot about this scenario and why I think it's great as we play through it. And with all that out of the way, let's just get started.
Separate ways. The only reason I've taken on this mission is to get closer to my own objective. No matter what happens, I can't let anyone figure that out. Of course, hiding in the shadows isn't my style. I'll have to reveal myself to him and offer advice once in a while.
No vamos. ¡Ah, qué madre! Te cogí.
So I see you've managed to arrive at the village on time.
Yes, but nobody remembered to roll out my red carpet.
The villagers there are all being controlled. They automatically attack any intruders. Ring the church bell. That should quiet them down for a while.
Sounds like they're good, obedient boys and girls.
Unfortunately, time is not a luxury we have. Gather as much information as you can about the parasites and finish off this little tour.
Leon.
All right, so what we're doing here is sort of filling in what Ada was up to in the times between when we meet up with her in the main campaign. So what we're going to do here is ring the church bell. So we're actually the people responsible for having that done and kind of saving Leon in that first fight. So while we're here, let's check out our loadout. We have a Blacktail that has a firing speed of .27, which is pretty ridiculous. We'll see that in a little bit. And we have a shotgun. This shotgun is a little bit weaker than Leon's shotgun. It's only got a firepower of 5, but it does have a 12-round capacity, which is pretty nice. And since the enemies in here kind of spawn infinitely, or it seems to anyway, we're just going to get out the shotgun, knock them down, and go ahead and loot everything in here that we can. And in the background, you'll hear Leon fighting with the Ganados, like he would have been doing when you were controlling him here. And so I think this scenario is pretty cool. We're going to get to see a lot of what Ada was up to, and it kind of fills in like what her mission here was and what she was doing here. And you're going to hear me compare this to Assignment Ada a lot. And I think that's fair because, you know, they're both pieces of extra content. And as I said in the Assignment Ada playthrough, I think they kind of forgot what made the main game fun. And I get that it's supposed to just be kind of an extra challenge. And that's fine. It's just that there's no treasure progression, there's no merchant. And I think that those things are kind of a big part of what makes the game fun. And all of those things are going to be present here, except for the actual opportunity to upgrade your guns. But we will be able to buy new guns, we'll be able to find treasures and put them together and all that great stuff. So while we're one-on-one, why don't we check out some of Ada's physical attacks. She has that sweet fan kick, which feels very strong. And there goes Leon. And we're gonna help him out by aggroing the people that were chasing him. And we can't actually like meet Leon or interact with him, so we're not even gonna try. But we can come in here. And check this out. A shotgun. I'd better leave this for Leon. And that's nice of us because we already have a shotgun. So we don't really need that one. And let's check out this bed. This bed is covered in stains. I certainly wouldn't let filth like that touch my skin. In this scenario, Ada's got kind of a lot of personality, and she's a little bit too fancy for this disgusting environment. All right, let's grab that spinel. And now we can head in here. And that, of course, is the part where the chainsaw guy begins chasing Leon and he picks up his shotgun. Chicken egg on a plate. Nice. And we find an elegant mask. And now it's going to be a little bit of a pain to get out of here. And now that chicken's gonna fly away and reveal the location of the key to the church. And so Ada can do that. And we get the insignia key. That's the hook shot, and that's kind of her unique movement option in this. And utilizing that is kind of sprinkled throughout, and I think it's a really cool touch that makes this scenario feel more unique from the main campaign. And now you'll see that Leon did push that in front of the door, and his shotgun is gone. And it's like little touches like that that I think make this like pretty awesome and super well done. Where like a lot of things that happen all kind of hang together and make a lot of sense. I think I did manage to kill those guys. Nope. Okay. I do want to kill a few enemies in here to try to get some money. And let's just double check that I've gone down all of these different pathways because there is loot and things like that that I want to pick up. And I'm just going to go ahead and take out this big group. Let's see, did we come all the way down here? I feel like we did. Yeah, looks like we did. I want all those money drops for sure. We still have plenty of shotgun ammunition, so I'm not super worried about that right now. Let's get everybody in front of us. Yeah, and as you can see, the Blacktail with the firing speed upgraded, oh boy, can shoot really, really fast. But I think I've gotten everything that I wanted in here. I suppose there's one more pickup up here. And something a little interesting I want to show off. They do something kind of special up here to make sure that you, the player, don't just hide in here. I'm gonna get my shotgun out because getting back out of here is gonna be a pain. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. They start throwing Molotov cocktails, which is like not a thing in this game. But they do it anyway. And it's just to like kind of push you out of there so you don't end up staying in there too long. All right. I think that's probably enough. Let's go ahead and get out of here. The door won't open, it's locked. The cult's insignia is etched into the door. Let's use our insignia key. And in here, we'll see the merchant. Get bit by a snake. And let's go ahead and talk to him.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
I'm not open yet. As you can see, I don't have my blue torches set up. But I suppose the customer comes first. Sell me some treasure and buy some weapons.
What are you selling?
I don't really know why he instructs us to sell treasure. Like, if you've played through the
Is
main
that
campaign,
all?
you should know to do that
Thank
already.
you. Is that all?
But we're going to sell
Thank
as much
you.
stuff as we can, because we
What
have
are you
things we want to buy. We are really interested in attaché case medium, the TMP, and the rifle. But we can't afford anything right now, so we'll just go ahead and move
Come
on.
back any time.
But don't worry, we will be able to afford basically everything we want. And one thing I will say about this scenario is that the difficulty on this is cranked. Like, it is constant ambushes from both sides. And, like, basically every room is going to end up having enemies with you in it. There's just, like, never a break. There's our green gem to go with our elegant mask. Let's go ahead and combine those up. And this is what I mean. But now that we got everybody in front of us, let's just handgun them down. All right, not too tough, but the point is that it feels a little bit different from the main campaign in that you're just dealing with, like, constant ambushes. And that right there is another little bit of a difference, where there are a lot of areas in this where the enemies are just instantly aggroed onto you. Whereas in the main campaign, there are a lot of rooms where you walk in and the enemies don't really aggro until, like, you make a move. And I think that's kind of a fix from before. It definitely makes it feel more frantic. But whether or not it's a fix, I'll leave that up to you. That was a pretty slick piece of combat. And up here, something I'm very interested in, the red gem. Oh. Oh, did not get the animation I wanted there. So let's go ahead and loot in here. Don't want to get bit by a snake again. All right. Ooh, fan kick his head to smithereens. Awesome. All right, so we're trying to get in that church, so let's head over here, and this is going to be the same puzzle from the main scenario. And we're going to take the round insignia, and that door is going to close behind us. After we dispatch these enemies, this door is still closed. The bar shut on me when I took that insignia. Yeah, they sure did. So it looks like we're gonna have to put it back. Unless something is set in the mechanism, the bars won't open. So we're gonna put our key back. And that's gonna let us out. So we gotta find something to put in there. And that dynamite guy is, as usual, going to take himself out and his friend. And so with no other option, we're just going to head down this way.
Ahí está. Un forastero.
And I'm going to try to keep all the guys on the bridge so that I can get their drops, but I may knock some off. Looks like they stayed on. That's nice. Because we want money. We want a larger attaché case. We want a TMP. We got a whole big wish list. And speaking of needing money, let's make sure our pistol's loaded up. Yep. We're gonna do our best to keep this chainsaw lady on the bridge as well. Nice. We get a paltry 3,000, but it's certainly better than nothing. And so over here, we're going to find our green cat's eye. We're going to use that to put in the puzzle mechanism. And that's going to let us take the insignia and get in the church. And it also explains how the green cat's eye got in there in the first place when Leon finds it a little bit later. So let's go ahead and head inside. Oh, whoops. I suppose I should go get it first. That's going to be right over here. Fortunately, we don't have to do the puzzle again. We get to just take it. And then put the green cat's eye in. Now let's head in the church.
Ahí está.
And of course, we're going to get ambushed again. And with all them dead, we can head inside. And I think it's kind of funny they used Del Lago's music in here for, like, no reason. Ow, there's a guy behind me, isn't there? Well, let's take the opportunity to increase our health bar. Yeah, they are very good at getting around behind you in this. All right, let's go ahead and loot this area. Got the purple gem. And I do believe that's going to complete our mask. So let's go ahead and put that all together. And yeah, I have to say, it's nice that they gave Ada a shotgun, but I don't love the shotgun. It feels a little sluggish and weak compared to Leon's shotgun, but it still, like, does the thing, which is knock enemies away from you. All right, and that's everybody in here. Let's just loot around this corner quick. And this is going to be the same puzzle from the main scenario, it's just upside down. And I believe that will do it. And then it flips right side up, which is how Leon ends up finding it.
Oh, la campana. Es hora de rezar. Tenemos que irnos. Lord Sattler.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
All right, that's going to be the end of the chapter, but there are going to be some cutscenes here, so let's check those out.
Here's what I know so far. Osmond Saddler's cult is known as Los Illuminados. They've resurrected some sort of parasitic organism they call Las Plagas. That's all my organization knows for sure, though Saddler's occult activities seem worthy of investigation. The Salazar family, Castellans for generations, possessed the ability to control Las Plagas. The organization's hypothesis is that a unique frequency of sonic wave, sensed only by the parasites, is used to control them. The same principle used in dog whistles. This was inferred through the analysis of a tissue sample we retrieved. The tissue contained an organ presumably used for sensing sound waves. I've seen cult members carrying ceremonial rods, and I wonder if they emit these sounds. Of course, this is purely theoretical. The organization needs samples of the parasite to confirm or disprove these theories. That is the main objective of my mission, and the only way to prove my loyalty to the organization. The opening moves in this chess game have been played. There's no turning back now.
So this text here is going to say things that we've already heard. I'll flip through it just in case you want to pause and read it, but it's basically just going to repeat what we just saw for the most part. And that's going to be the end of the chapter. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.